number one, finding yourself and turning off that brain boogie. And emotion. And this is interesting. Emotion is a tool. It's a wonderful tool. And when you can learn to choose your emotions, and you'll get that here this weekend for certain, to actually be able to choose. Now, some folks say, well, no, that's not fair. I mean, what if something happens that upsets me? What if something happens that upsets me? What's that? You got it. You got it. What if something happens? That's a stimulus. Your response is over here. Now, insects and animals. Is anyone here an insect? No. Some of you might like to think you're an animal. All right? But the fact is, what separates us from insects and animals is we have choice. Insects and animals, a stimulus occurs, and unless they're injured or afraid, they'll make the same response every time. Does that make sense? A hungry animal will eat if you give it food unless it's injured. Okay? And so the difference is a human who has a spirit, he has choice right here. Okay? This. We can choose our response. And there are those who do it. They choose to die. They choose not to eat. They're going to do a starvation thing, right, as a political statement. You see what I mean? So we have choice. And that's crucial. So energy. And you know, since we have a lot of spiritual folks, how many people here are spiritual? Would you say? Yes? Okay. You're not spiritual? We all are, whether we know it or not. Knowing it helps. And knowing how to avoid the pitfalls and traps of that. And knowing how to be able to use it as a force for good in your life. That's a crucial thing. That's a crucial thing. And people talk about wrong and right. Think of sin this way from now on. Sin is emotion lodged into your thought, creating a negative response or the wrong response to a stimulus. See? Rather than good, bad, no, you're going to hell. How about you've got emotions lodged in your thought? And by the way, when you're not consciously aware, what is consciousness? Awareness. Awareness, you see? So when you're not aware that you have a choice, and then you're into habitual reaction. Habitual reaction. So you respond a certain way like an animal or an insect instead of being able to slow down and stop and use your intention to make the right choice. And therein lies your salvation, making the right choices. Because it's not the economy, okay? It's not George Bush. He's not in charge of your life or the weather, okay? It's you, okay? And it's fun to fall in with people and these gas prices, I can't go anywhere. It's fun to fall into that. But when we do, realize at that moment, what are we doing? Tom's got it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're feeding a negative life force. We're agreeing. I don't agree with that. My answer is, and this seems insensitive, I don't think Yates likes this answer. I said, I don't care if gas is $100 a gallon. I'm going to go where I want and do what I want. Okay? Because we were put here to overcome. Think about it. We overcome the environment, don't we? We go to Alaska and we have a space station or a science station in Alaska. Now, I send you out there naked or I send you out there even with some clothes, you're going to die. But man has found a way to overcome his circumstances. Semper Fi, the Marines, overcome and adapt. Okay? Now, it's not linear. Vince said I was linear. There's linear, but I'm going to give you the water principle this weekend too, because often we have to attack indirectly or we have to not attack. We have to do the way of non-action, which is called Wu Wei. Sometimes the best way to overcome something is to simply stand still. So you'll get all this stuff.